Good morning. So today I don't really have any classes, so I thought I would do a morning mobiliser with you. It's a beautiful day. I tend to feel quite stiff in the mornings when I wake up, and I've encountered quite a few clients and friends that kind of get stiff hips and stiff backs when they get up, and you kind of start off walking kind of a little bit hunched and kind of like an old person, and then maybe you do some stretching and we sit up really nice and tall and we feel mobile through our hips and back and we feel comfortable. So I'm going to show you a few moves now. I'm just going to go through. I'm not really going to talk. I'm just going to do them and then you can join in. I am going to use a yoga block to stand on. It's about that height. Doesn't have to be that high, so it's the only thing I've got. If you don't have a yoga block, use a sturdy book, okay? And also when we come to the kind of hip opening section with balance, if you are a little bit wobbly on your feet, do it close to a wall, or hold a chair, or have somebody you can hold on to, just so that you don't have to worry about balancing so much, but you can just enjoy the feeling of feeling your hips release. Okay, so I'm going to shut up and I'm just going to move. We're going to start standing. So we're just going to start with some nice arm circles, pushing the palms of your hands away as much as possible so we feel them open. So it's not just a swing, it's a stretch all the way around. And then we change directions. Step your feet wider, floppy arms, turn your hips. Just remember, keep enjoying your breath, so let your breath flow in and out very naturally. Create a little bit more release in your body. Back to your arms and the legs. Stepping backwards, reverse the arms. Okay, little side step, reach out. It's a curtsy, let the other arm drop. Change sides. Feet hip width. Chest and head folds to thighs. If you have back issues, stay a little higher and let the shoulders reach. Those that feel they want more. Fingers wide. So feel the air on the top and the bottom of your arms as they fly through. Block, book, stand. So you need your foot to be off the floor, hips are square, use the wall if you need to help you balance. Just let the leg flick backwards and forwards. Gravity and breath just working to open the hips. Keep breathing, long deep breaths. See if you can let the foot kind of hang down, so you're really opening the hip, uncompressing the hip joint. So the range of motion might start quite small if you're feeling quite tight, and then as you get more comfortable, it might be a lot bigger. Change legs. This time we go side to side. So think of pendulum on a grandfather clock. Again, it's about letting the leg be floppy. It's not a rigid, controlled move. It's letting go. Right to the side. You can do this however long you want. I'm just doing short amounts, but if you felt you're really tight, you go a lot longer. Last one, change sides. Again, we are going to use the hip a little bit now in terms of lifting, but circle up and down, circle up and down. So you're swinging your foot forwards and backwards. Keep your supporting knee bent so that you can balance a little bit better. As you get warmer, you might want to play with getting a little bit bigger. Try the other side. But remember, this isn't a balance exercise, although it does work your balance. It's more about using this space we've created between the foot and the floor to allow your hip to lengthen a little closer to the floor, to uncompress, and to create mobility around the whole of that hip joint, which of course is a ball and socket joint. Marvellous. Okay. So I'm doing this sideways so you can see. Tap chin to chest, roll down. Roll back up. So breathe out. Send the breath all the way down your spine. Articulate the breath to every bit of your back. Breathe in, roll back up. Alright, let's try putting some of those moves together. So reaching wide, and folding all the way down. Let your head drop completely. Step your feet back to plank position, knees or toes. Because this is mobility, I'd say just get your toes on the floor, to be honest. It's not about being superhero today, it's just about opening up. Step the foot out and come back. Step the foot out, come back. Step the foot out, this time we add a twist. Chest over thigh, come back. Step the foot out, chest over thigh, come back. One more time, step the foot out. This time sink down into the hip, reach the fingertips up, stretch through the front of the hip. Good. Then push your tailbone back, hands to hips or hands to floor, hamstring stretch. Good. Shift the knee forward, reach up again. Hands to the floor, step the leg back. Other foot comes out, reach. Really lift your ribs away from your hips and draw the hips forward without arching the lower back. Good, tip forward. Hands to floor or toes up to you. Good, sink back up, reach. Hands back to the floor, step back, push back into your heels, and then walk your feet in between your hands. Roll up through your spine. Let's do that again, just one more time so you've got used to it, and then you can do it as many times as you want. So breathing in, breathing out, folding. Let your head go. Breathing in, stepping back. Breathing out and in and out and in, out, in, out. So if the breathing confuses you a little, don't worry about it too much. Just keep moving and playing with your moves. Beautiful. This time, let's take a seat. Let's bring it into the back. So 2 legs 90 degrees. Have your foot soft. If you flex the foot, you're contracting the muscles up the leg. So let the foot be really relaxed. And we open up through the front of the hips, diagonally from shoulder to hip bone. Breathing in. Breathing out, folding down. If you need to, you can keep the hips on the floor if that feels a little bit too much for you. Land, turn your chest over your thigh. You want the quadratus lumbar muscle to stretch, which is the muscle kind of across the top of your butt cheeks at your lower back. The hands to the floor or elbows down. If you can't really feel this, you can just walk your elbows away from the thigh, but keep rolling that hip down so we get the stretch across here. Breathe, stay there if you want to, or to mobilize a little bit more. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, fold. Last time. And then just take that stretch further. If you feel comfortable, just reach the front arm away, slide it out, and then slide your chest towards the floor. It creates a really nice long stretch all the way up here. Stay there as long as you need. I'm just going to do the other side. Couple more. Just notice how this makes you want to breathe in to open. Elbow over thigh. Again, if this feels a bit too much, hands. If you want more, walk your elbows away. Keep checking the knee are pressed into the floor. So we're anchored through our hips and we're creating the stretch through the mid and lower back. Breathing in, feel the stretch in the front of the shoulder as well, let the arm reach back, breathe out. Hold And then if you feel comfortable, slide that front arm away, create that side stretch. Back into the center. Let's bring it onto the back. Again, spinal release. So hug the knee and land. Exhale, inhale to reset. Watch the change. Catch underneath the knee, and then extend the leg. Shoulders come down. Back into the center and back down. So catch underneath the knee, nose to knee. Shoulders down, leg extends. And back down. So we get a little hamstring stretch as well now. Don't have to straighten the leg, just go to wherever you feel comfortable. As many as you need to, and then with your next one you're just going to hug the knee in and just pull it just a little across your body. So you want to feel a stretch through the side of the hip. You can lengthen the other leg away, so we feel a stretch in the side of the glute. And then when you feel comfortable, you can just gently roll onto the side. See if you can peel your shoulder blades into the floor. Feel that release. If you need to, you can bend the bottom knee to give you a little bit more stability and less pressure through your back. Stay there as long as you need and breathe. Knees together, roll back into the center. Let's do the other side. So pulling the knee in, extending the bottom leg away to support, and then just see if you can draw the knee across your body. The hips stay anchored, so we feel the stretch down here. Breathe your shoulder onto the floor, and gently roll. Bring your knees in, back into the center. Final movement before we roll into standing, feeling mobile and marvelous. Drop your knees to one side. Let the top leg lead, let it go wide as far as you can, and let the other knee join it. So we inhale, roll, exhale. Keeping your shoulders anchored to the floor. Inhale, roll, exhale. Let this be slow and gradual. Roll all the way over, come onto your knees. Push back, let your head drop. Maybe have a little wiggle through your tail, feel the difference in your hips and back. Maybe have a wiggle through your upper body, your shoulders, feel the difference. Tuck your toes under, push the weight into your heels. And then you can either walk your feet towards your hands or walk your hands towards your feet. And then just roll up. And we should be feeling super mobile, ready for it.